Well, we made it. It's Saturday. Well, hopefully you made it. Weigh in today again, please, guys. So put on your original weight, your new weight, and how much weight you've lost, and also your experiences of it. Now, I think this was quite a good experiment because what it did, it was showed a lot of you why this is a once a month program. Sometimes we get a wee bit carried ourselves. Like I said, and I think I said in the last video, one of the biggest mistakes we all make when we're trying to lose weight is we get overexcited about the results and we want more. We want results. We want them yesterday. And it's understanding how the body works. Every time we do this fasting challenge, at the end of the 5 days, and the results are really good, a lot of people, I'm not even joking, about 50% of people will message me and say, can I do this again next week? Because it was so good. And the answer is no. Metabolic adaptation is the problem here. You see, you get tired, right? Even though there was a break, a week in between, your body gets tired. What you have to understand, that when we do this, I want to say extreme weight loss, it's intense. It's an intensive weight loss program for 5 days. It really is. If you actually looked at how many calories you actually burnt, consider that your average metabolic rate's about 2,000 calories per day. Your last day, on the Thursday and the Friday, you were probably consuming about 500, 600 calories. Remember, we don't count calories, right? I'm just saying that you probably consumed roughly around 500, 600 calories. That's what it should be. Again, we're not tracking. The whole point of doing this is you don't get in that habit of tracking. Some people, yes, I know, you're overeating. But say, for example, you ate about 500 calories. That was a 1,500 calorie deficit. Same on Friday. That's 3,000 calories. That's nearly 1 pound of body fat burnt off within a 48-hour period. That's a lot of fat at one time. You have to understand that your body has a built-in survival mechanism. In your fat cells is a hormone called leptin stored within your fat cells. And whenever we burn fat for fuel, we release leptin into the bloodstream. Now, the part of the brain, which is basically basically the computer center of the brain, which is the hypothalamus in the back of the brain, it picks up what's in your blood. It reads everything from thyroid to estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, everything, absolutely everything. Your hypothalamus is the wee computer center. It's reading your blood. Where is everything? And it will go, shit, there's a lot of leptin here. Now that means I'm burning a lot of fat. Now there's so much leptin here that if I stay on this route, if I stay on what I'm doing here, I will potentially diet myself to death. I will die. So it has a cascade of things that it does to try and counteract this. One, it'll release ghrelin, the hunger hormone that you all know. Two, it will talk to the thyroid. Slow down quick, because if we keep going like this, we're going to die. We're going to run out of fuel. We're not going to find food fast enough at this rate, right? It then talks to the brain. It talks to like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and says down-regulate. Make this person feel like shit, so that they sit down. We talked about NEAT before, non-activity exercise thermogenesis. The movement that you make, moving your hands, talking, walking, brushing your teeth, movement is not exercise, which accounts for between 20 and 15% of your daily energy expenditure. Remember, we talked about the energy expenditure. NEAT's a big component of that, right? That down regulates as well, so you just sit more. Like studies have been shown that people who go into a caloric deficit for a long time blink 90% less. Blinking burns calories, and if you're in a state of real deep calorie deficit, deep, your body will try and pull back energy as much as possible from wherever as possible. It will switch off anything it thinks it doesn't need for ultimate survival straight away. It'll downregulate sex hormones, it'll downregulate movement, it'll downregulate thyroid, it'll downregulate everything, immune system, everything. I'll just say, like, just keep the heart fucking and the brain alive for me. Do I try and find food? And that's what happens. So that's called a downregulation of the metabolism. Everything just slows down because there's just not enough fuel coming, because we're trying to find homeostasis. Homeostasis is balancing the environment. Energy in, energy out. If you're only going to give me 500 calories a day, I'm only going to let you move 500 calories a day, right? And you're going to feel like shit. So if you think about it from that point of view, once a month is more than enough. If you think about how many calories we're burning, the conventional diet, remember, you're going to burn maybe 1 to 2 pounds a week. That means over the space of a month, you burn 8 pounds, right? We're burning 6 to 8 pounds in 5 friggin' days. And for those people who are doing this regularly enough, when you get those weight losses in the 5 days, about 90% of you are maintaining a good 90% of that weight loss. What I mean by that is about 90% of you might put on a pound, maybe two, between that one and the next fasting challenge. So let's say you lost £8, you put on 2, well that's an overall of 6. Right, then the next month you do it again, you lose 8 or 6, maybe you put on maybe 1 or 2, but we're still progressing at a very, 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 very fast rate. We're only doing a 5-day, super intensive sort of diet protocol here. So the once a month is the only way to do this, and I'm glad some of you done this because it will show you why it's once a month. If you want long-term success, right, with anything, this is even just your conventional diet, you have to have realistic expectations of what you're going to get from this. Ladies, you will never lose 4 and 5 pound a week every week on any fucking diet. If you do, it's muscle tissue. It's just not going to happen, because the body will just shut down. There'll be too much leptin getting released into the bloodstream, and the body will just go boom, no thank you, no more, because you're going to die on me, right? Your body's main objective is to keep you alive, and there's no food coming in, it can't do that. So this is why now over the next 3 weeks, well, we do have one starting again, not next week but the week after, the 2nd. Give it a go again. Try not to be overly aggressive, but then definitely please take the month off before we do the one after that again. I'll be doing this every month, right? I really enjoy it. I enjoy the coaching side of it. I enjoy seeing the anecdotal sort of evidence coming back, the feedback stuff that we're getting. We're using like this. I do this as well. I've done all this, but I don't give you any protocol I haven't done myself, right? What I do want to do on the next one, right, I want to do a wee bit more supplement advice. There's some very, very, very good supplements in the market at the minute that will absolutely help with your fat burning. Now, again, they are not fat burners, but when we talk about things like having a fast metabolic rate, mitochondrial efficiency. Mitochondria is the energy factor within the cell. It helps you produce ATP. ATP is the energy that you use, but we get it from food. So we break down carbohydrates and fat, ultimately convert it into ATP, adenylyl triphosphate. But ATP is all you need to know. Creatine is also ATP, by the way. So how do we get ATP? We need from the cells, the cellular function. It's your mitochondria. The healthier the mitochondria, the better that energy production can happen, the faster your metabolism. So stuff like that. So supplements that you'll never even have heard of, which are sort of research supplements, but they're very, 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 very good. So we're going to update you with some of those on the next one as well too. So keep posted. Let me know how you get on. Put up your results. Please put up how you feel. How did you feel? Really go in depth about how did you feel. Your mood. For most of you, your mood would have crashed. Because again, it's a survival mechanism, right? If you're happy and jolly, you're burning a lot of calories. If you're sad and depressed, you're sitting still, not going nowhere. That's your body's survival mechanism. Right? So sometimes your mood will be massively reflected on the quality of the food that you eat. If you're eating good, wholesome, nutrition food where there's loads of energy, vitamins and minerals, you'll feel great. If you're eating processed food and chocolate and shit all the time, you will feel shit because your body is dehydrated, you're missing stuff, you're missing nutrients, and your body's not functioning right. Have a good day.